Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Right. 30 base. 54 man. 6-man. Recon, 132 fighter. Matchbox 5.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looking to throw on second down. McCown forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Throwing is McCown on third down. And able to find Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Star Latulele in on the tackle. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on third, McCown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Bailey's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now it's Watson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Alert flare, flare, flare.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, here's McCown. Flushed out right. Green brings it in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, McCown. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now McCown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Watson. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Watson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Watson looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. We'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. To throw is McCown, escaping the pressure right. Complete to Jones. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, McCown toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now McCown throws incomplete there on third down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Shotgun here for McCown. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert! Rush in! At 24. Short.
Watson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because this.
And the pressure gets to him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking deep for Julio. And got his man complete. 30, the 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julio Jones, 88 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
Watch the ship. Watch the train.
Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I got it. Check, check. Fresno. 61. Match box.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Slam. To the car. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
McCown will try again on 2nd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Broncos first down.
McCown, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck.
From the gun, it's McCown. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Steps away. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida, 35 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now in the East Bay. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. McCown going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mike, set. Great team. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Put the boy down. He's coming. March 50. March 50. March 50. Got you. I got you, son. That's it. Go Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Watson is going to fight. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill.
Hey. Watch the safety green.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. McCown now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. McCown throwing there, and it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
65. 65. 65.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
This is it. 19. Check 56.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Check. Lucky. 24. Let's go. Come on.
Spike 56. I got one.
56, right there.
From the gun on third, Watson. Campbell making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
24. 26. Motion. Straight. 23. Another touchdown.
From the red zone now, Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go. 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Had 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. McCown again on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to take now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the beat until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.